Picture this, a superpower humbled but not broken, searching for redemption, a continental champion demanding global respect, and a dark horse armed with two of the most unstoppable superstars on the planet, ready to crash the party. These three giants are locked in a struggle for survival, but they are not alone. In a group where every match feels like a final, they are joined by a complete unknown, a modest team with nothing to lose and everything to prove. This isn't just a group, it's a powder keg waiting for a spark. This is Group 1 of the 2026 World Cup. It's a group defined by the ghosts of the past, the gods of the present, and the desperate hope of a miracle. We're about to break down all the drama to find out who can survive the most unpredictable group in the World Cup. Chapter 1. The Contenders. Every World Cup has a group of death, but Group 1 feels different. It's less a collection of teams and more a collection of storylines, all on a collision course. You have a two-time world champion, the 2021 champions of Africa, the most dangerous pot 3 team in the tournament, and a mystery guest forced to survive a do-or-die playoff just to get here. The stakes aren't just qualification, they're legacy, revenge, and validation. First up, the team everyone is watching, France, the superpower seeking redemption. France is a global juggernaut, 2 World Cups, recent finalists, and a talent pipeline so deep it borders on unfair. They're led by Kylian Mbappé, the player who defines the modern superstar. On paper, France should cruise through Group 1, but football isn't played on paper. France's biggest opponent isn't a team, it's a memory. 24 years ago, as reigning world and European champions, France opened the 2002 World Cup with a shocking 1-0 loss that sent them crashing out in one of the greatest collapses ever. The team that beat them was Senegal. And history's back on the schedule. For France, this isn't just about advancing, it's about exercising a generation-old demon. Next, Senegal, the champion demanding respect. If you still see Senegal as plucky underdogs, you're living in the past. The Lions of Teranga arrive as the 2021 champions of Africa, hardened by success and built on world-class talent. Kalidou Koulibaly's leadership, Edouard Mendy's presence, and the inspiration of Sadio Mane. They reached the quarterfinals in 2002 and now carry the weight of a continent. That victory over France risked being dismissed as a one-off miracle. Senegal's mission here is simple: prove it was a beginning, not an accident. They aren't giant killers anymore, they are the giants. And in a group like this, giants become targets. Then comes the agent of chaos, Norway, the superstar-fueled dark horse. Few pot 3 teams have ever looked this dangerous. Norway returns from a long World Cup absence with a golden generation led by 2 global superstars. Erling Haaland is less a striker and more a force of nature. Martin Ødegaard, the captain, is one of the world's elite playmakers. They stormed qualification, scoring 37 goals, but their World Cup history is modest. They are the nightmare draw, technically lower seeded, but capable of shredding any game plan. The question is whether 2 superstars can carry a nation past a world champion and a continental champion. For Norway, this group is a test, in a launch pad. Finally, the great unknown, the mystery underdog. One spot belongs to a survivor from the intercontinental playoffs. It could be Bolivia, battle-hardened by altitude. It could be Suriname, chasing a first-ever World Cup. Or it could be Iraq, fueled by immense national pride. Whoever emerges arrives as the expected bottom team. But in a group this volatile, the team with nothing to lose can be lethal. And in the new 48-team format, a strong third-place finish could be enough. They are the wild card and the miracle candidate. Chapter 2. The Crucible. Matchday Breakdown. The story unfolds across 3 frantic match days where a single goal can change everything. It begins on June 16th with France versus Senegal, the ghost of 2002. This is a psychological event. For France, a win is an exorcism. Anything else revives the curse. Senegal plays with a mental edge. A result here doesn't just earn points, it detonates the group. The same day brings Norway versus the playoff winner, the superhero versus the survivor. Anything less than 3 points is a crisis for Norway. For the underdog, it's a free hit. A draw would turn them into a global story. Matchday 2 raises the pressure. France faces the playoff winner, the giant and the giant slayer. On paper, it's France's easiest match, but if they stumble earlier, it becomes a must-win under a microscope. The underdog's goal is chaos. The headline clash is Norway versus Senegal, Haaland versus the Lions, power versus discipline. A win puts one team firmly in control. A draw leaves both exposed heading into the final day. June 26th delivers the finale. Norway versus France, Haaland versus Mbappé. The match the world wants. It could decide first place or survival. One goal could define legacies. At the same time, Senegal faces the playoff winner, the Lion versus the Dream. With third place qualification in play, this is where miracles are born. If the underdog arrives with a chance, pressure flips instantly. This is the soul of the group. Chapter 3, the verdict. So after all that chaos, who makes it out of this group? It's almost impossible to predict, but here's how I see it playing out. Here's my final predicted table for Group I. First place, France. They will come out scarred, but they will survive. That opening match against Senegal will be a nervy nightmare, but I believe France's sheer depth and experience will see them grind out the results they need. They won't look flawless, but they'll find a way to top the group, likely by securing a hard-fought result against Norway on the final day. Second place, Senegal. The Lions of Teranga will prove that 2002 was just the beginning. They will push France to the limit. Their fate will hinge on the clash with Norway, and their physicality and tactical discipline should be just enough to contain Haaland and secure the result they need to advance. Third place, Norway. This will be heartbreaking for neutrals. Haaland and Ødegaard will have their moments of magic, but their reliance on two superstars may be their undoing against defensively solid teams like France and Senegal. They'll likely beat the playoff winner, but fall just short in the two biggest showdowns, finishing in a valiant but disappointing third place. They could still sneak into the knockouts as one of the best third place teams, but their dream of conquering the group will have to wait. Fourth place, the playoff winner. Just getting here is the miracle. They will fight with heart and may steal a goal or even a point. But the quality gap is simply too wide. Their true victory was winning the playoff. The World Cup itself is the reward. But what if the unthinkable happens? There is a narrow path for the playoff underdog to make history. On Matchday 1, they grind out a heroic 0-0 draw against Norway. On Matchday 2, they lose narrowly to France but hold their heads high. That brings them to the final day with 1 point, facing a Senegal team that must win. While France and Norway neutralize each other, the underdog plays the game of their lives. One late counterattack, one goal, a 1-0 win, 4 points. And suddenly, the group of death becomes the stage for the tournament's greatest miracle. So there's the breakdown, a group where history is a main character and every team is fighting for something more than just points. France is fighting a ghost, Senegal is fighting for respect, Norway is fighting for a seat at the table, and a mystery team is fighting for the biggest dream in sports. But hey, that's just my prediction. The beauty of a group like this is its unpredictability. Who do you think survives the miracle group? Will France stumble again? Can Haaland carry Norway to the knockouts? Or is there a true underdog story waiting to be written? Let me know your predictions in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to subscribe for more underdog stories as we get closer to the 2026 World Cup. Thanks for watching.
Every legend starts somewhere. Two worlds, one game, infinite dreams. Yet 99% of talent is never discovered. From nothing to glory isn't just content, it's a movement. 23,000 smart fans, 50 countries, one family. Your journey from nothing to glory starts now. From nothing to glory, where legends are born.